A kayaker, exhausted, seasick, and alone in Lake Michigan. He's alive thanks to a device that he had on board. This is the video from the Coast Guard helicopter that saved him. 31-year-old Matt Freimeyer was attempting to paddle across the widest part of the lake when big waves made it impossible for him to finish. Thankfully, he had a beacon that told rescuers right where he was.
24-hour News 8's Heather Walker spoke with the kayaker last night, and new tonight at 6, she's diving into that device that saved him and might help you.
Yeah, it's very interesting. They're called Personal Locator Beacons, or PLBs, and they can mean the difference between life and death. These devices aren't new, but they're becoming more popular.
That device was very, very important in his case. He was on a very small vessel in some very rough conditions, and time was of the essence. So instead of having to search for him for hours, we knew exactly where to look.
He was found in minutes instead of hours.
We can pinpoint your accuracy and be there in a matter of minutes to help your chances of survival.
They're easy to use and reliable. Even the Coast Guard carries them.
You lift up the flap and you pull the tab, and it'll generate a signal to a satellite that'll give your GPS coordinates.
PLBs use a satellite to send out a signal with your exact longitude and latitude to the nearest Coast Guard station.
The process is very quick.
Who do you recommend to have one of these?
Well, any boater who's going to be out on their own, not to mention hikers.
Four-wheelers, anyone outside that could need help. There's some specifically designed for land. They range in price from about $100 to $1,000.
What's the difference between the $100 one and the $300 one?
Well, like the $100 ones, those are going to have services attached to them. And those services are going to be monthly charges. The $300 is going to be your average range, and those have no services attached to them.
Some only send a signal when you need help. Others can be used to track your location online, so family or friends can know where you are and pick you up if you need help.
I mean, what do you recommend?
Well, it depends on the customer. I can't give you one, standard answer to that.
You can buy PLBs at most sporting goods stores. Now, since we posted our story on woodtv.com yesterday about the kayaker, several viewers had asked about the Coast Guard, saying they should have charged Freimeyer for that rescue. I asked them about that today, and they tell us all of their rescues are free. It's a part of their 11 missions given to them by Congress. Basically, that's what they're there for.
Wow.
Yeah, he was prepared. He wasn't prepared, I guess I should say, in a lot of ways, but he did have the one crucial device.
Right, and so important. It's something so simple that can save your life, and in this instant, it most likely did.
Yeah, and he was in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, very bad. Throwing up, intense seasickness, and honestly, he said he physically had no more energy. He couldn't even lift his hands to paddle any further. I mean, can you imagine?
No.
Terrifying.
Nasty. Thank you, Heather.
Okay, thanks, Heather.